Hey guys, it's Eric with another episode of Enchanted Minds. Today we're going over the top race selections for your devoted cleric, guys. Not a ton of options on the board, as wisdom is the top healing stat and only a few characters give it, but charisma really good, a couple other nice stats for the cleric, guys. So we'll jump right into it, starting with the wisdom. Gonna give you bonus damage and bonus healing, guys. Absolutely massive for your healing clerics. Also your DPS clerics. Also going to give you control bonus, control resist. Very, very nice is the wisdom. And also charisma, guys. Gonna give you the action point gain. Going to give you recharge speed increase, companion stat bonus, and combat advantage damage. Charisma, guys, one of my favorites for the DC. And strength is the other recommended stat by the game. Going to give you stamina regeneration, critical chance, and damage over time, damage resistance. So the strength, it's not bad. I personally like the wisdom, the charisma a bit more. The strength is nice for critical builds. They do exist. So if you're going that route, critical chance, super nice there from the strength, guys. And then the intelligence, going to give you recharge speed increase. So some of the selection, guys, are going to force you into intelligence, which isn't all that bad. And then constitution for hit points, dexterity for deflect, AoE damage resist, guys. But again, the main stats, wisdom, charisma, and strength. Let's jump into the classes themselves. We will start with the Dragonborn Race, guys. They're going to give you 3% increased power, 3% increased defense, and the ability to put 4 points into your choosing of any 2 ability scores, guys. Wisdom, charisma, that would be the only class that would allow, the only race, excuse me, that would allow you to do that. So very, very nice. The Dragonborn, also power is huge for the DC. Defense is huge for the DC. So Dragonborn is very nice for your devoted cleric. Don't have the Dragonborn, don't be worried. There's other great options on the table, starting with the Sun Elf, guys. The Sun Elf, going to give you +2 intelligence, +2 charisma. Again, we can't get the wisdom and the charisma together, but the intelligence not bad with the recharge speed increase, and that'll stack on top of the charisma recharge speed increase. And you can see here racial abilities, guys. Inner calm, your inner peace and serenity allow you to focus more clearly on the task at hand. Your action point gain is 2% higher than that of the other races. So that is very, very good for the devoted cleric, guys. Sun Elf Grace, your exemplary grace, increases your resistance to control effects by 10%. So guys, Sun Elf, very nice selection for your devoted cleric. Moving right along to the human. So the human, guys, your defense is 3% higher than that of the other races, which is nice. You've got to be alive to heal. Ability scores +2 to any score. So you do lose 2 ability points, but in exchange for that, you're getting heroic effort. You gain an additional heroic feat at levels 10, 15, and 20. So this is super duper nice for the devoted cleric, making the human a viable option. The list, guys, is the Dwarf. You can see constitution, +2 to wisdom. The reason the dwarf is an option is specifically for that wisdom. The constitution, not too bad. As the cleric, I like my cleric to be a little more heavier duty. So I mean, constitution not the best, but it's not going to kill you. But the wisdom's what we're really after, guys. You can see here also racial abilities. Stand your ground. You have a 20% increased resistance to effects that knock and push you. Cast Iron Stomach. You have a 10% increased damage resistance to damage over time effects. So the dwarf is a viable option, guys. Moving right along to the half elf. For the same reason as the dwarf, it's got the ability to go wisdom. So it's also going to give you constitution and your choice of wisdom or charisma, guys. You can see the racial abilities there, +1 to a non-class ability score. It's actually inaccurate on this specific class. It's going to give you +1 to strength. So we will take it there, guys. And then you see knack for success. You're naturally better at many facets of life. Your deflect chance, your critical severity, and your gold bonus are each 1% higher than that of other races. So this is super nice for the deflect, for the critical severity if you're a crit build. Moving right along, guys, the tiefling is a viable option. You can see it's giving you +2 charisma, +2 intelligence. It's also going to allow you to put a debuff on them with Infernal Wrath. You can reduce mobs that hit you, reduce their power by 5%. And then you also have Blood Hunt. You deal additional 5% damage to targets below half health. And that pretty much sums it up, guys, for your healing options, your DC options. You do have the Drow that grants wisdom, but it has dexterity, which is not too desirable. I mean, it is going to give you some deflect chance, AoE damage resist. If you go with the Drow, so you're sacrificing with dexterity, you do gain Dark Fire, which will allow you to buff by an additional 10%, reducing the target's defense by 10% there. So guys, if you have any questions, comment down below. If you need help with your build, comment down below. Outside of that, guys, hit the like button. Subscribe to the YouTube channel Enchanted Minds if you have not done so already. Thank you so much, guys. And as always, may the drops be ever in your favor. Captain Eric out.